Therapy has changed things drastically for me. I just recall not feeling like myself for a very long time. I just know that I hit rock bottom, so to speak. And it wasn't until I went to speak to my GP that Talking Therapies was recommended to me as an option.
So you may be wondering if therapy is really for you, and that might be a particular thought if you're from a marginalised background. And actually therapy is a safe place that you can come to. It's non-judgmental and it's there to help us all.
I had this big fear of being judged, and suddenly I was in a room with my amazing therapist who wasn't judging me, who suddenly was explaining things to me in ways that I could understand. The most impactful thing actually is she's somebody I can identify with. She comes from a culture very similar to mine, so she was understanding of the situations I was navigating. Being paired with somebody that you can see yourself in and that you can look up to is probably for me what made this process the most approachable.
So coming from a different background can mean that the way that we talk about our feelings and our emotions can be really different. So you may be thinking about a darkness or a heaviness on your heart, a heaviness on your body. All of that can be seen as symptoms of anxiety or depression, and they are all things that we can help with.
When I went into therapy, I thought I was going in to be fixed. If I'm very, very honest, I was so reluctant when it was suggested to me. And I probably felt a little bit embarrassed, a little bit ashamed.
Everyone can experience mental health difficulties. It doesn't matter who you are or what background you come from. We can all face challenges at times that we need a bit of support with. So when you're struggling with difficulties, they can really impact personally. They can rob you of a sense of self. They can really impact on your confidence. And through therapy, you can start to build that back.
I'm a very spiritual person. Religion is really, really important to me. I think the hardest thing I dealt with was being told by religious authorities that struggling with low mood and anxiety was equivalent to having very low faith in God. Like, that was heartbreaking for me. And it felt like that meant I didn't have the permission necessarily to pursue talking therapies. I took the leap of faith at the time because my mum encouraged me to. You know, I'm conscious that there's a very rich tradition and history within Islam of discussing mental health. So I really, really would encourage people who perhaps can identify with my situation not to buy into those misconceptions.
My goal for you, if I'm working with you, is to help you feel better. And what that means for you is going to be different because the therapy is really tailored. So we talk about what really matters, and as a therapist I really want to support you to get there. You don't have to wait till you're at your lowest point to get therapy. You are deserving of it. You don't need anyone else's permission to come and get the help that you feel you really need.
You wouldn't think twice about seeking help for a broken leg, and yet when it comes to mental health, there are so many people who don't seek help. Honestly, therapy has changed so much for me, and it is one of a few reasons, but a very big reason that I'm here at this minute. I just think you need to know that, you know, you're worthy, you're not weak, you're incredibly strong, and you deserve help. And don't let anybody else, especially yourself, tell you otherwise.